and have new opinions after we've already told the jury our theory and our science and not have a chance to rebut it or consider it? I'll have no time during trial.
Your theory shouldn't change based on ARCA. Sir, that ship has fucking sailed. Your theory of the case, you're telling on yourself, Brennan. Your theory of the case, if you had a strong case, your theory of the case should be unshakable. No matter what the defense expert says. If the defense expert can come in and change your theory of the case, you've already lost. Nothing at this point, how many years in are we now? 3+, should change your theory of the case. Your theory of the case is built on your evidence, your experts, your expert opinions. If you have to modify your theory of the case based on what ARCA may say, you're done. You know that. But you're talking like a defense attorney up here. A defense attorney might change how they argue that the state didn't prove their case based on an expert opinion. Not the Commonwealth. If the evidence is truly a mountain of evidence, it's unmovable, no matter what the defense does. So you are just, you can see the frustration of them trying to find a theory of the case. And that's not where we should be before a retrial. Your Honor, we're already going to tell the jury our theory of the case. What happens when ARCA comes in and says shit that completely undermines our theory of the case? Your coroner undermines your theory of the case. What is your theory of the case? It is so clear when you see other prosecutions and you see opening statements where the prosecution gets up and says, in this case, the evidence will show A, B, C, D, E. And at the end of the case, we're going to ask you to find the defendant guilty of XYZ. And when it is just a word salad, you can tell that there are too many straws being grasped at. Whatever you think happened that night, and I know some of you think that the defense has reached too far on a conspiracy with like 1 million participants. I get it. I know some of you think that Karen Reed 100% hit John O'Keefe with her car. Okay, here's where we're at though. In our system, the Commonwealth has to prove it. And their case has not been good at proving it. They have to prove what happened that night. They have to prove that the investigation shows that beyond a reasonable doubt with lawfully obtained evidence and credible witness testimony. That is their job. And then the defense comes in and goes poke, 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 poke. And if the defense pokes enough holes that the whole thing falls apart, your case wasn't very good. Because most of the time, by the time you take something to trial, the defense can poke all the holes they want. It's not going to sink your battleship. I've mixed analogies ridiculously. And that is the difficulty with this case. Whatever you might think happened that night, the ultimate question here is, can the Commonwealth prove it? And if they are this worried about a defense expert, it is because they know that they are one whole poke away from the entire thing collapsing. If that is your case, don't take it to trial. There are plenty of cases that come across the desks of prosecutors and they look at the case and they're like, yep, sure seems like that person did the thing that we think they did. However, I can't prove that. Do I think they did it? Yep. Can I prove they did it? Nope. The next solution is you don't file the case. Period. That's it. This is just so frustrating to see. It should not feel like the prosecution is reaching and reaching and reaching. And it is not the role of the prosecution to reach like this.